Okay, so we talked about the 3 types of star seeds. Now let's get into the 12 types of lightworkers. This half of the series is going to be much more specific. If you don't resonate with any of the 12 types of lightworkers, don't worry, it's probably just because you haven't reached that point yet. It is possible that you have more than one duty as a lightworker. However, there is usually one that you resonate with more than the others. The first type of lightworker that we'll go over is the grid worker. Gatekeepers can also fall into the grid working category. Grid work can be done both consciously and unconsciously. Now keep in mind, all light work is done energetically. So whenever we talk about grid working, we're talking about the overlaying energetic field on top of the earthly plane. Think of this like a net, almost, like this. Each of these points are called nodes. So wherever the net is connecting, this is a point on our grid line. This is one of the most complicated lightworker types to go over, but think of this as sort of like energetic electrician work. On our grid system, the horizontal lines are called ley lines, and the vertical lines are called axiotonal lines. If you've ever heard of the Earth's vortex points, there are some in Sedona, there's one in Mount Shasta, California, obviously the pyramids of Giza. There are multiple points across the world that are these energetic vortex points. They fall on our ley lines. If you were a grid worker doing conscious work, typically they will travel to these ley lines to do more intense and specific spiritual work to heal the area. These points are the connection points between our world and the spiritual, more energetic world of the entire universe. Stargates can be found at these vortex points, and this is how interdimensional beings can come in and out of our world. Think of grid work as sort of an energetic acupuncture. Sometimes energies get thrown out of alignment and you have to heal them. The duty of the grid worker, whether they're doing this consciously or unconsciously, is to just keep their vibration high. They are here to work as a conduit for this grid system. Each lightworker has a role in this grid work. However, the majority of us don't even realize it. We don't even have to know that we do it. This is why it seems like minds like us are placed so far apart across the world. It's rare that you live in an area where there are more than a handful of spiritual people that can come together. That's because we each hold an energetic place to keep this grid intact. If we were all together, then the system would fall. Grid workers are more likely to work with higher dimensional beings, alien entities, that sort of thing, more so than any other light worker. Grid workers are usually very interested in sacred geometry. They're also drawn to systems and structures. They're important.